Hello, everyone. I am Linda Thunberg from NATH, the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapists, and I am here for another episode of our conference conversation. I have Andy Robinson with me here today, and we're going to talk about his presentation on synergizing the 12-step programs of recovery. So, hi, Andy. How are you today?
Well, I'm really well, and I'm really happy to be in front of you and to be able to talk about what I'm going to be talking about.
Absolutely. So, with synergizing the 12-step recovery program in with hypnosis, can you explain to our members a little bit about what they can glean from your talk?
Well, there's a couple of things. The first one is a basic knowledge of what the 12 steps are and the different programs out there, how the 12 steps evolved, where they came from, and how they're being used today to help people overcome the troubles of addiction. And they're such a powerful tool. They can be used for everyday life. And I think everybody should be exposed to the 12 steps. And what can come out of the presentation that I'll give will not only be an understanding of the history and the different programs that are available, but the application, and also to be able to focus on areas to develop affirmations. An
That sounds
example,
great.
we talk about anger, resentment, and fear as being the luxury of normal people. And so those are three areas where we can focus and develop affirmations in dealing with clients who have issues with substance or with compulsive behaviors. I mean, because this is not just limited to substance. I mean, I'm an alcoholic. I'm a recovered alcoholic. I've had dealt with addictions. I've had issues with food. I've had issues with shopping. I have had issues with sex. I've had issues with all sorts of things. I love to drive fast. I love danger. I love excitement. I love going to that internal drugstore where I can go push the button and get that thrill.
Uh-huh.
So this will all be designed to be able to help the practitioner look at the individual in front of them, hear what they're saying with the attentive ear, and to take to heart that which they're saying and to be able to turn it back to them in the form of an affirmation that they can put into their session.
I think that sounds wonderful. I know I'm a big advocate of having a referral list of referral things that you can give your clients as well. And I highly recommend the 12-step programs to a lot of my clients in conjunction with hypnosis. But I think this is brilliant as well, because you could certainly, just like we do with any weight loss plan that we can incorporate into hypnosis, and we can help them stay on their Weight Watchers and help them stay on their plans, we could certainly help them stay on their 12-step programs as well. Yes.
Absolutely, and I think that Linda, knowing your pedigree and your history, you've worked with so many people, and as you mentioned with the weight loss, it's it's not really one and done,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it is. I mean, when you're dealing with substance abuse, particularly, there are so many other elements that are associated with it besides just the mind. It's not only the compulsion of the mind in alcohol, but they refer to it in Alcoholics Anonymous, the compulsion of the mind, as well as the allergy of the body. And it's it's not just about not drinking. It's also
Exactly.
about being able to live in society and not have to feel that you don't have to feel.
Wow, that's powerful. That's really powerful. I look forward to hearing your presentation. I'm sure our members will too. It sounds like that they'll come out of it with a better understanding of people that come to them with some addictions, yes, and be
Yes,
able to work with them better with that. So, for
yes.
our members that don't know you very well, what can you tell us about you besides that? Yes, you were you're a recovering alcoholic and all of that. And what helped you with all of that?
Well, what helped me was coming to that jumping off spot that they talk about, where I was I was recognizing that was going on in my mind was not going to keep me alive, and I needed to find somewhere else to go. And I turned to the 12 steps, and particularly to the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I want everybody to know that I am not representing any particular program. And in
Right.
accordance with the traditions that are put out there, um, they have no opinion. And I am simply going to be giving my experience, strength, and hope, and how it relates to the framework of my life that I put together and have brought into a holistic practice so that I can help people. I've been very active in programs, in mentoring, they call it sponsorship, or being a fellow traveler, other people. And I am very careful in keeping my professional side separate from the work that I do in program, because this is about me being able to be self-sufficient, but what I'm supposed to be doing in program is service. And
Absolutely.
service is not paid for,
Mm-hmm.
freely
Mm-hmm.
given.
So how did you get into hypnosis?
I, you know, I I was at another jumping off spot about 15 years ago when my then wife wanted to go to a festival in Nevada. And for those who don't know it, I live in Reno, Nevada. I'm a native Nevadan. And she wanted to go to Burning Man. And if you don't know what Burning Man is, I suggest you Google Burning Man, and
I
you
think
will.
we all learned about it this summer when they had all that mud, yes?
Yes, you learned about it in the news. And for 7 days a year, what happens out in the Black Rock Desert on the bed of an ancient lake is the formation, I think today, Nevada's fourth largest city. 80,000 people this summer showed up there, and it's a festival. And I wound up attending that festival 12 times. So for 12 years, I've been there. I'm a burner. I'm a 12 stepper. I've gone to this festival. I've never had a drink or a drug out there. I've been sober. I've been in the presence of a sober individual amongst a lot of people who weren't. But I had the opportunity to learn that something I already knew is that I have a spirit inside me that can help people. I have a power, and through the opportunity that was given to me, and the rules are very lax out there, we were given the opportunity to do what we called loving touch, and we presented massages to whoever came in. There were 12 of us. We did have a licensed masseur who was present. And I learned in that experience that I had divine appointments where I significantly impacted individuals. And I think I probably changed their life by our meeting and spending 2 hours together out in the playa in 98-degree heat, and just interacting. And then I met Rachel, and Rachel's a marvelous holistic healer. And we wanted to work together, and I wanted to find a path that would be available to me that I could rather quickly get into. And I discovered that, I mean, if I went into massage therapy, that was going to be 2 years of schooling in the state of Nevada. It was like 1,200 hours. And where I found that I could get into hypnosis by attending the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts, which I did, and Linda down there did a marvelous job. And I took the basic courses and got the certification that I needed to be able to join this organization, which I was very happy to do, and then started practicing. And what has subsequently happened is blown my socks off, because I've like catapulted into another dimension. in being able to help people. And
Absolutely.
I'm really excited about coming to this conference, and I'm excited about I'm going to take the NLP class so that I can get. I understand there's a certification that'll come out of that, and I've been attending other workshops. We did one on shame recently, and Gabor Mate was featured in that, and picking up all this stuff. I'm kind of like a sponge.
Absolutely. And it's never ending. I've been in it for about 15 years now, and it is maybe, yeah, been that long. And it's a quest for learning more, yes. And I think our clients even teach us more each and every day, really.
Absolutely.
So we're very happy to have you coming and presenting for the first time at NATH. You'll get to meet, if you haven't met Linda Bennett in person yet, she will be there with some other Sweetheart teachers. As a matter of fact, I just had an interview with her. So you will be amongst friends. It's kind of like a homecoming of all the Sweetheart, NATH, and ARE and Atlantic University people all coming together. And I really think that you can network a lot there. You can literally sit down and talk to the presenters. We're not too small or we're not too large that you feel like you're lost. So I hope you and Rachel will have a great time there. Thank you for talking with me today. And we will all see you. You'll be helping Rachel do her talks as well, I understand.
Yes, we're interacting together.
Awesome. So you have you have three 1 hour talks throughout the weekend. So you'll see Andy around, and we look forward to seeing you in just a few short weeks. Okay. Thank you so much for being here today.
To you.
Bye now.
Bye, everybody.